think we are ready. I think everything's working. We're gonna find out. Please work. Yay! It works! Slight update. In between streams last night, my dog knocked over my dog knocked over my computer, and the board that holds like 4 of my ports, like 2 USB ports, my headphone jack, that got loose, and it didn't really seem like I could use it. Or I could, it just wouldn't stay. Because the USB ports didn't really hold the USB cord that well anyway. But it holds the headphone jack well. And like, I just figured, oh, it's gonna need like glue or something. It's gonna need a lot of fixing. But then, like, after coming back this morning and taking a look at it, I took a better look and I kind of realized what the problem was. Like, it got loose and there's like these screws that I could tighten to help keep it in place. So I think I got it fixed. It seems fine. Yay. Alright. Let's quickly go over the achievements that I managed to get, which were not many. We destroyed Metal Gear without taking damage. We beat Liquid Snake. We escaped Shadow Moses with Meryl. I think that's about it. If there was something else I don't,
Shadow Moses Island, and Alaska's Fox
if there was something else, then I don't,
captured by Next Generation Special
I'm not really sure.
Being led by members
So,
of Foxhound.
Here's the plan. Currently, the plan is to focus on most kind of cleanup achievements, more or less, before doing a second run. These are all boss achievements. So we got... Actually, did I override a save on accident? Oh, did I override a save on accident? I might have. Okay, let me look. So we got Sniper Wolf. This is Sniper Wolf again, the second fight. This is Vulcan Raven. Right? Yeah, I think that's Vulcan Raven. This is Liquid Snake. This is the Escape. I think... Okay, so that's right. I think that's right. So, we got all of these to work on, but before we do that, just to kind of kill some time, how about we go into VR training? And I already messed around in here for a little bit. But there's gun shooting mode. Let's work on that. There's 10 stages, and survival mode, I guess. Let's work on this and get it done. One enemy, 5 bullets, 15 seconds. Oh, I still have to make it to the end. Got it. Alright. Oh, and you get a multiplier for every bullet you save. Okay. So what, it takes like 3 bullets for this guy? So keep the 2.
Impressive, Snake.
Oh, okay. So if I save some bullets, it takes away some of the timer. Got it. Oh, and I can't get too close. Hey Tyler, how's it going? I don't know if you caught my Discord posts yesterday about my computer. Oh, I used up too many.
Impressive, Snake.
Yeah, I used up too many. Oh, dang it. unless I take the time to aim, it's nice to just be already in line to shoot. Got it. Well, I might got this.
Excellent, Snake.
There we go. That's how you get first. Yeah, I think I got it fixed. It was a lot simpler than I thought it was gonna be. It was one of those moments where, you know, waiting till the next day, a lot calmer, looked at it a little bit more carefully, and I figured it out. So I thought it needed to require, like, glue or something to keep it in place, but it turns out there are, like, 2 screws that are supposed to help keep it in place. And once I kind of tighten those screws / give them in the right orientation, now it's holding. So it's not like the USBs were broken. It's just that they weren't holding in place, so it's like the USB wouldn't even stay connected, if that makes sense. So yeah, I got it fixed. Also, I didn't realize how dirty the inside of the computer was until I opened that up, because I never opened it up before. Let's see. 4 enemies, 20 ammo. Got it. But I still can't get spotted, okay? And even if I couldn't get it fixed, I think I still could have streamed, because there is a USB port that's the 3.0 variant. Yeah. But I have to have the capture card hooked up in there. But I only need that for right now Monster Hunter. So I could have probably unplugged that and put my PS4 controller in that for when I play this.
Who's that?
Okay. But yeah, other than that, how are you doing, Tyler? Let's see. Too many bullets used.
What was that noise?
What was that noise?
What was that noise?
Okay, I ran out. I didn't run out of bullets. Oh. Top right corner. Got it. Getting back into Doom. Very nice. Very nice. 15 seconds. How the hell am I supposed to pull that off? By the way, I saw a YouTube short about this game. There's another, like, codec conversation that I just found out about.
Who's that?
I never, again, it's one of those, I didn't know about this until some of these YouTube shorts. When you're climbing up the communications tower and you're going up that big staircase, apparently Snake gets tired. And, like, the Colonel and Naomi will be like, Snake, you out of breath? Man, you should be working out more or something like that.
Impressive, Snake.
Man, that didn't really make that much of a difference. Try it again. Speed matters more than the bullets.
Who's that?
The first mission made me think that I really had to use my bullets wisely. What was that noise? Dang it, I was too close. But I think speed matters more than the amount of bullets. Although this is probably one of those game modes
What was that noise?
where just using everything correctly. I wonder how fast you could get this.
Impressive, Snake.
It feels like every 3 bullets lets you save a second of game time. There's still things in this game that you don't know about. It's quite achieving. I know, right? There's so many little, like, secrets and conversations. I was too close. There's just so many little hidden things. And this is on the PlayStation 1 in 1998. And I already know there's a ton of stuff in the rest of the games after this. That I don't know about, you know? I got caught, wasted too many bullets.
Who's that?
I think it just goes to show how many little secrets there are in Metal Gear Solid. Wasted a bullet. Too close. Like, Tyler, did you know... Like, how many things did you even know about? Like, did you know about the whole... calling Maylene and Nastasha in the women's bathroom gets, Snake scolded? Or staring at Meryl will, make her turn red?
Impressive, Snake.
One thing I found out was if you, in the Sniper Wolf fight, the first one, before you leave to go get the PSG-1,
Who's that?
you can shoot Meryl. I mean, she did say if she becomes a burden, go ahead and do it. But if you do that, Colonel calls you and be like, "Have you gone mad? What are you doing?" I knew about the one where if you shoot down the ravens, you get scolded for that. Apparently there's one for doing that for rats. Which I haven't found that one. That's because I don't really know where the rats are. Yeah, I know, there's just so many, like, small details you probably would never even think of.
Who's that?
Okay. You did get chewed out for shooting the ravens? Yeah. Well, it turns out, like, I couldn't just shoot them. Like, you can't, I was trying to use Stinger missiles, and that wasn't working. I had to... This ain't good. I had to use a stun grenade, and then blow them up with, like, C4 or something. Oh, come on. Alright. Actually, that was a pretty decent run. He reacted to the second guard as well. Okay.
What was that noise?
Oh, that was too close. You know, some of these VR training stuff, it's definitely one of those cases where once I look up the solution, it's like one of those things where you could take care of, like, immediately, isn't it? Oh, dang it, I thought he turned. And freaking Monzai showed up yesterday, and now he's giving me, like, telling me that maybe I should play the Parodius games, and now I'm kind of considering it. Because why not? But maybe not now. Damn it. Doom is still a lot of fun. I mean, modding helps, but the official stuff is really good, right? And I was thinking about Doom a little bit. That's one of those series where obviously I would want to play multiple games in a row. Not just like the first two original games. But at the same time, I don't really know where I should play them, basically. Aw, dang it. I didn't get rid of them fast enough. Like, I know I could probably play the first two games on Steam probably perfectly fine. But obviously, it's like the later we go, the more I'm gonna want to use the capture card, you know? Dang it.
Who's that?
Okay, hold on. So, like, if I'm already considering that I'm gonna probably be playing them on, like, PlayStation 4,
What was that noise?
then I might as well consider...
Who's that?
I might as well consider maybe getting them all on the same console, you know? Just to make things simple.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
There's a faster way to do this, I just don't know where. There's a faster way of handling this. Do you have any ideas? Oh, come on.
Who's that?
Doom 1 and 2 is available on other platforms aside from Steam. That is an option for you. Right. I'm not really worried about that, because I know my friend had him on Switch, so I know it's at least on there. I know I lose out on modding.
What was that noise?
I know that. But for my case, I don't really rely on modding.
Who's that?
I don't really use mods at all. But having it available is nice, I guess. I guess it's just... I think the games in question I would need to be worried about would be... Doom 64 and Doom 3? And Doom 64 got that re-release.
Who's that?
So I could use that. Or I could see if I could find Doom 64 on the actual N64 and play that with retro achievements. You know, that's an option.
What was that noise?
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Excellent, Snake.
I did it. Yes. I beat the 15 seconds. Oh, that was good. That was good. "40 seconds, 15 ammo, 3 enemies." Are you gonna turn around? No. do you figure this out?
What was that noise? Who's that?
I might have the right idea about knocking on the wall, but I gotta time it better. There's no way to save on Doom 64 on actual hardware? Right.
What was that noise? Who's that?
Again, that's one of those situations where if I play on quote-unquote actual hardware, I could play with retro achievements. But like you said, there's no way to save, right? So the option would be to go with the re-release. You know? That's not coming through. It looks like I have to. Lost a little bit of time. Oh, the re-release has new levels? Yeah, I would think I would want to go with that. 18 seconds? How the... Okay, so crawling's not the answer.
What was that noise? Who's that?
What are you supposed to do? I don't think crawling's the answer, but I don't know what the answer is.
What was that noise?
I guess that's the answer.
What was that noise?
That's the answer. Got it.
What was that noise?
Doom 3 is basically the same on every platform, though, so we're about to touch on that one. Okay, Doom 3. What is that on? Because it wasn't that an Xbox game?
What was that noise?
Wasn't that an Xbox original?
What was that noise?
Because that's the one I'm not sure on.
What was that noise?
Okay.
Good work. You're as good as they said.
I still got shaved 10 seconds.
What was that noise?
Dang.
Who's that?
It was on PlayStation 2? Okay. But it's also been ported to PlayStation 4 at least? Okay, so Doom 64 and Doom 3 are also on PlayStation 4.
What was that noise? Who's that? What was that noise?
So it sounds like other than the, it sounds like other than the most recent game, I could probably play all of them on PlayStation 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 64 is on PS4.
What was that noise?
And then, that Reboot series was PlayStation.
What was that noise? Who's that?
That Reboot series was on PlayStation. There's at least 2 games on there. What was it, Doom 2016? Wasn't that the version?
What was that noise?
Wasted too many bullets. I think here it just kind of...
What was that noise?
Okay, wasted too many bullets, but...
Impressive, Snake.
I was pretty close. Actually, if I saved a couple bullets, probably would have had. That's on PlayStation 4 for sure. Doom Eternal was also PlayStation 4. It's the brand new one that's not. It's on PlayStation 5.
What was that noise?
Ah,
Who's
damn.
that?
This one's so strict. question, is Doom Eternal one of those games where
What was that noise?
it was made for 5, but got a PS4 downgrade?
What was that noise?
Or was it made for PS4 and then just got a PS5 version?
Impressive, Snake.
Dang it, not yet. Gotta keep going. It was made before the PS5 was even out, so the 2 reboot games... The 2 reboot games actually were made for PlayStation 4. Got it.
What was that noise?
Am I missing another Doom game? Or is that it? Like, the 4 before the reboot, the two reboots on PlayStation 4 and then the one on PlayStation 5. Am I missing one?
What was that noise?
Good work. You're as good as they said.
No. I need to save bullets a little bit, but even then...
What was that noise?
Who's that?
That's it, aside from the expansions, of course. But those are included with any port nowadays. Right. So, it sounds like other than the most recent one, I could get them all on PlayStation 4, and that's probably how I would play them for consistency. Although maybe the first 2 I might get on Steam for the potential of mods.
What was that noise?
Maybe I could get the first 2 on Steam for the potential of mods, and then everything else on PlayStation 4. I did it. So then, after a certain point, it's one of those situations of when I decide to get the games. You know? This one's...
What was that noise?
Who's that?
First 2 are worth getting on Steam. Yeah, for modding. Yeah, I think that might be the exception. But I think I would probably get the rest on PlayStation.
What was that noise?
Is it on top right? No! It was here.
Impressive, Snake.
Oh, that wasn't that bad. That was not that bad. Try again.
What was that noise?
I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Let's try it again. Oh, okay, no. Why did you look at me? The body was to the right. Why did you look at me? Freaking cheater, Gina.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Oh, come on. Technically, the PlayStation has mod support. You need a Bethesda account to use it in 2. Anyone can upload anything with no verification, so there's a lot of stealing other people's work from. I mean, again, I'm not really one to mess around with mods anyway. I'm just the type of person that just kind of plays the main game, maybe gets everything done with it, and then move on to the next game. You know, I don't usually stick around in the same game just to play with a bunch of mods, but I guess having the option is nice. Oh, come on. Now, I guess the real question would be then how much everything's gonna cost. I know on a sale, based on what you showed, Doom 1 and 2 on Steam can be like, what, $3? So that's pretty cheap. After that, it's... that wasn't that good. After that, it's how much 3 and 64 would be. That was so close. There's plenty of expansions for Doom 1 and 2 as well, so we'll be hearing for content. Exactly. Exactly.
What was that noise?
Okay, I think I'm doing good. 8 bullets left, 19 seconds.
Excellent, Snake.
There we go. That's perfect. They're usually pretty cheap. Doom 64 usually goes cheaper than 1 2. Really? Really? Just, you know what? I'm gonna get a quick idea on Steam. Just a quick idea. Holy crap. Doom Reboot and Doom Eternal are like $4 and $10 respectively right now on sale. Damn. Doom 3 normally $10, currently $4. Doom 64 normally $5 and it's currently $2. Okay. And that's on Steam. Realistically, they're pretty cheap to get then. So it's just a matter of when I get them then. What was that noise? Oh, come on. You noticed me as you were getting shot. That shouldn't count. You were mid being shot.
What was that noise?
Okay, I used up too many bullets. And you know, I like to get physical copies of, at least I would get physical copies for the reboot ones. Come on. The other ones are a little older, but yeah. Freaking auto aim, what the hell? What the hell is that auto aim?
Impressive, Snake.
10 seconds, wow. Since I said Doom 1 and 2 might be the exception, I'd probably get those here soon. Other than that, just wait for the others to go on sale. Well, right now, most of them are on sale, but yeah, I understand. But here's the thing. If I were to do a small Doom marathon, I'd probably go
What was that noise?
Doom 1 all the way through, what was it, Doom 3? So Doom 1, 2, 64, 3. And then either I
Impressive, Snake.
wait to do Doom reboot, and then like have a break between those 4 games and then the Doom reboot, and then another break to do Doom Eternal, or it would be the 5 games break Doom Eternal. So I don't know. I feel like those first couple games are gonna be short enough. Freaking auto aim, what's going on?
What was that noise? What was that noise?
I have to do this in 10 seconds.
Impressive, Snake.
Okay. With Doom 1 and 2, you also have all the other content including that package, so you can play those as well. I mean, I probably would play them. It's just more of, I don't know how long those games are. So maybe just the first 4 games, break, Doom reboot. Fine, okay. First 4 games, break, Doom reboot, break, Doom Eternal, break until I get a PS5 and the new one. Was it Dark Ages? Is that the new one? Oh, you know what? I think I have a better idea. I think I have a better idea how to do this.
What was that noise?
What was that?
What was that noise?
Impressive, Snake.
I can still do that better. And I think I know how.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Okay. I was a little too far away for auto aim to work. But I think I have the right idea. And again, Tyler, even if I get it now, it will be a while before I go to Doom.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Wasted a few too many bullets. Ugh. Wasted a few too many bullets. Try again.
What was that noise?
For some reason, the bullets just weren't firing.
Impressive, Snake.
Ah, that was a lot better. Can we do that just a little bit faster? I would have Doom and Doom 2. I also have Doom Sigil and Sigil 2 Final Doom. As well as the newer No Rest and For the Living Legacy of the Rust. Is that all just from Doom 1 and 2?
What was that noise?
Dang. Oh, wow. That's insane. That does sound like a lot of content. And all those other games, Sigil, Sigil 2, Final Doom, No Rest and No Less for the Living, Legacy of Rust, those are all those full games, basically? Or are they shorter than Doom 1 and 2?
What was that noise?
Good work. You're as good as they said.
Okay. I'm working my way to that. Working my way.
What was that noise?
Come on, that final bullet didn't register. There are more episodes for Doom 1. Okay. No Rest for the Living is 9 levels only. That's still pretty decent. The rest are basically full-fledged Doom games. Okay, okay. So, like, Doom 1, 2, Sigil 1, 2, Final Doom. That's like 7 games right there. Dang it. Again, I gotta get in range. I need auto aim to register.
Who's that?
So that hasn't been running, so I can keep track.
What was that noise?
Really good deal of all the stuff you get. Right. Again, I will probably end up picking them up at some point. I just don't know if now's the right time for me, but I will have to consider it. That's for sure. And I don't know how often they'll go on sale, but I know when they do go on sale, they're really dirt cheap.
What was that noise?
Oh, 8 bullets, 8 bullets. Hold on.
Impressive, Snake.
Look how close I got. This new port doesn't suck like the old one, right? I remember my friend telling me you have to sign up for like the Ubisoft account and you have to constantly log in and something stupid. That was very close. Alright. I have 20 bullets on, so I should have 8 bullets by the end of it. I should have 8 bullets.
Who's that?
Nope. Snake took a while to register. That's not gonna work.
What was that noise?
Dang it! That final bullet didn't go. Come on.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
That ain't going well. That is not going well. This is only stage 5. Just letting you know, VR missions is basically just gonna be this. VR missions is basically just gonna be this. But it is what it is. Oh my god.
Who's that?
Oh, no, 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 Tyler. This is VR training. These are the ones that are just in the game. These are ones that are just in Metal Gear Solid. VR Missions is that separate disc
What was that noise?
that they sold separately,
Who's that?
which we will be doing. Because I see it as a companion to this, so... Yeah, this is gonna be a sign of things to come.
Who's that?
This is gonna be a sign. But I do know that VR missions will have a little bit more variety, I think. At least with the weapon ones, there will be like 10 missions for each weapon. Whereas it looks like with VR training, it's just with the SOCOM. Oh, come on.
Who's that?
Snake, just target him. Honestly, that's the biggest problem right now, is trying to get him to target. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this week is a little bit strange.
Who's that?
Tomorrow, it's either going to be a shorter stream or a straight up cancel. I'm not sure. And by shorter, I mean like not even 3 hours. Maybe only 2. Because I got something going on.
Who's that?
What else? Thursday will be normal, but I'm not streaming on Friday because it is the 4th of July. God. So yeah, this week is a little weird. It is what it is.
Who's that?
Yeah, I gotta do what I need to do. I just figured I'd mention it because I forgot to do that yesterday. Although I just found out about, basically tomorrow's stream. Okay, we have 8 bullets.
Good work. You're as good as they said.
That was even worse. I could look up a video and see if,
What was that noise?
Who's that?
I could pull up a video. I think at this point, this is one of those pull it up. MG. Oops. Because there's probably a pathing that I'm not thinking about. VR training. Gun. Shooting. 5. Let's try that. Level 5. There's probably a route I'm just not thinking of. Okay. Kind of. Kind of. But whatever.
Who's that?
Let the guy in the middle kind of go towards the middle. I feel like the auto aim is just causing problems.
Who's that?
I gotta get the one in the middle out of the way first. So that way the other one in the middle there we go. But that was around the same amount of time.
Good work. You're as good as they said.
That was around the same amount of time. Okay, that was better. That was better. Let's try that again.
Who's that?
He did save that guy for later. Well, I'll try it again. Because that wasn't too bad.
Who's that?
Again, And sometimes you can just fire the bullets very quickly, and sometimes there's a delay. But yeah, there's also this part of me that wants to consider Resident Evil as well, but I know those games are probably, one, more spending, and two, I think there's a lot more games. This one's still tough.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Who's that?
Okay. I think I'm just rushing too much. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god, really? I'm just thinking, oh, he got hit by 3 bullets. That's good. No, he didn't. Dang it.
Who's that?
First of all, does the Twin Snakes even have this mode? Oh my god, that was awful.
Who's that?
That was awful. You could probably do this on either left or right, but it's... No idea, I haven't played Twin Snakes. I mean, it's one of those... You think it could? You think it could, but the GameCube disc is a lot smaller, so I think it holds less. So I don't even know if it has, like, any sort of VR training or VR missions. I want to say no.
Who's that?
Freaking Snake, fire the 3rd bullet. That's all I ask.
Who's that?
My problem is, like, Snake is just not firing that 3rd bullet. I wasted too many shots there. And then the time it takes... No. Right. I think I remember. Sorry.
What was that noise?
And get that guy. That way I am closer to here.
Impressive, Snake.
It's the same time? Are you kidding me? I got the same time. Okay, whatever. But that might be the better option. Snake. You seen some of the infamous Twin Snakes cutscenes, though? I mean, it's just the Twin Snakes I describe as the based on true story movie of what actually happened. That's the Twin Snakes. It's the based on a true story movie. Snake, fire the freaking bullet! I don't want to waste too many bullets, but I might need to assume...
Who's that?
I might need to assume to fire 4 just to get that 3rd one working.
was that? What was that?
Wasted way too many bullets. I'm still firing them.
What was that?
There we go. There we go. That handles it.
Excellent, Snake.
8 bullets left. Just under 9 seconds. There we go. Finally made it. See, even though I looked it up, it still took me a while to actually do it myself. Okay. 3 guys.
Who's that?
I could get those 2. That's not bad. That's not bad. And right now, I looked it up. I looked it up yesterday. Twin Snakes is like $90 for a complete copy. And to be honest, even though that's still pretty spendy, it's not the worst. I've seen it for like, I think I've seen it for at least 120. That's my bad. That is my bad. Walked a little too far up. But I think part of it is because it's going, I think it's going to be on the GameCube NSL.
Who's that?
I keep moving a little too high up. I think it's going to be on the GameCube NSO, so that means, if that is true, more people are going to be able to play it. Oh, that camera has a better chance. Okay, I think I know what I could do.
Impressive, Snake.
12 seconds? I think I could do it. I think I could do it. There we go. I know I wasted like an extra bullet or 2.
Impressive, Snake.
3 milliseconds off. That deserves a rigged. If I didn't waste like an extra bullet or something, I would have made it.
Excellent, Snake.
Made it. "30 seconds, 30 ammo, 6 enemies."
Who's that?
Okay. Let's try middle, left, right. Oh, really? The guy on the right wouldn't notice. I could have done that a lot better.
Impressive, Snake.
10 seconds. I could have done that a lot better. Again, I could have done that better. Oh, come on. You know, whenever we get the Volume 2 collection, I'm assuming it's gonna have Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm assuming it's gonna have... I don't even know if it's gonna have Metal Gear Solid 5. I doubt it. It's gonna... I don't know if it would have 5. It would have 4. I think it's gonna have Peace Walker and, at the very least, Peace Walker. But I think it might just have some of the other spin-off games. Acid 1 and 2. Maybe Portable Ops. Metal Gear Ghost Babel on the Game Boy Color.
Impressive, Snake.
I think that would make a decent collection. Because I don't really know what else you can really go with. Because I doubt it would just be like 4 and 5. I mean, look, you call it Volume 1. There's gonna be a Volume 2 at some point, right? No game company has ever just released a Volume 1.
Excellent, Snake.
There we go. Got it.
Who's that?
Okay. Hold on. Oh, you turn immediately? And how come you saw me when I tried moving up? Do I need to wait a second?
Who's that?
Okay, I'm gonna base it on the first time I went through this during the sneaky mission.
What was that noise?
Who's that?
I think I had the right idea. I had the right idea.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Oh, come on. First of all, I didn't expect him to hear the guard fall from that distance.
Who's that?
What was that noise?
Who's that?
Okay. Assume I won't be able to hit the guard. The second one. Just assume that. No, I didn't want to target that guard. If I wanted to target that guard, I would have just shot him.
Who's
I
that?
moved too far up.
Who's that?
That was not an ideal run.
Who's
God!
that?
Problem is, I gotta turn.
Who's that?
Okay, this is what I don't like about the guards. Yes, they're smart in the way that they'll hear someone fall, they'll see footsteps, they'll hear your noises. That's fine. They'll hear you walking by certain grates. But when a guard is fallen, like in the top right or something, and you're in the bottom left, when he hears a disturbance from a guard in the distance falling in the top right, he'll still look towards you in the bottom left. He shouldn't be looking over there. That's not where the noise came from.
What was that noise?
Wasted a few too many bullets, but let's see if that works.
Excellent, Snake.
I got first place. Good. Mission 9. 6 enemies. Actually, I think I know a better way to get past him. I think I know a better way.
What was that noise?
Never mind, it didn't work.
Who's that?
I thought he was gonna hear the guard fall, but no, he didn't.
What was that noise?
Who's that?
Do I need a knock? Is that something I need to do? Is that something I actually have to do?
What was that noise?
Honestly, I have to. I want to get rid of him. He's eating up my auto aim.
Who's that?
He's eating up my auto aim. I think I need to knock.
What was that noise?
Who's that?
What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
Oh, come on. The other, okay, so the other guy would have fallen, gone a little bit farther south, and probably lured the other guard out. Eventually.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Really? The other guard had no response? Both of them should have reacted. Both of them should have reacted to that. Come on.
What was that noise?
Who's that?
Okay. Try again. Keep going.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
That could have been
What was that noise?
far better. Almost had it. Almost had it.
Who's that?
Snake, you can knock on the wall with your other hand. You know that, right?
What was that noise?
Eight bullets left.
Impressive, Snake.
That was close. That was really close. That was the right idea.
What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
Come on.
What was that noise?
No. No. We gotta redo that. Snake's auto aim wasn't activating. I could have done that a lot better.
What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
There we go. I have 12 bullets. 12 bullets left. 22 seconds.
Excellent, Snake.
Made it. I don't know how many enemies there are. So far I see like 4. So I wasted a few bullets. I got caught by the camera. Okay, hold on. I think I did okay by going right first. I might just keep going right. I still need to get rid of the guy on the bottom left. That's still a problem. Try again. Okay.
What was that noise?
I figured. But if I hang on the right side, I think the searchlights cannot see me. There is a guard on the bottom right. You can barely see it.
What was that noise?
I could have gotten him. Could have got him. We're doing that again. Doing that again. Oh, dang it. Try again. Try again.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
We go.
What was that noise?
Oh, I guess he's sleeping.
Impressive, Snake.
Nope, not fast enough. But that was the right idea.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Oh, come on, I thought I got him. Thought I got him.
What was that noise?
Oh, too close, too close, too close. Four. 7.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Okay. Too far away. I think the dot needs to still appear on the map for me to get a better shot.
Good work. You're as good as they said.
That was the case if I just didn't... I didn't even know how far I needed to be.
Who's that?
Sometimes it's better to hold just for a second so your auto aim activates better.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Okay, he was just off the screen, but that's fine. I have 11 bullets. I probably could have had 12. But that should be it.
Excellent, Snake.
There we go. Do I have to do survival mission. I have to. Get through all the stages of the gun shooting mode while fighting enemy soldiers and collecting ammo. He dropped ammo. Okay.
What was that noise? Who's that?
It's all in a row, isn't it? It's all in a row. Oh, okay. No. At least it's not all in a row.
What was that noise?
I have like no bullets.
What was that noise? What was that noise? Who's that? What was that noise?
because I don't
What was that noise?
I don't know how often you drop bullets. Is it like the first guard to drop bullets? It is the first guard to drop bullets.
What was that noise?
If I restart, does it put me here? No, restarting makes me start all the way over. Get my bullets back. It's better to get caught.
What was that noise?
It looks like the first guy will just drop bullets. That's what it looks like.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
So I think in this mode, taking the extra second to grab the bullets off the first guard is usually a good idea. And because of that, my routing
What was that noise?
is actually slightly different.
Who's that?
I'm okay with getting caught. I'm okay with that. My routing is just slightly different now. So I could grab the bullet.
What was that noise?
We'll take it. I wasted a couple extra bullets, but that's okay. This one.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Okay, still doing good. Okay, it wasn't even the first guard that dropped it. Maybe it's a consistent guard. No, I'm getting caught.
Who's that?
I could have easily taken out that guard. Could have easily done it. I don't even know what happened there. I lost control of Snake, I bet. I just lost control of Snake. Actually, in the last one, the third guard I took out could have easily been the first guard to get rid of. So yeah, okay, maybe it is sometimes the first guard you can target out is what drops the... Okay.
What was that noise?
Okay, which one dropped it? The one on the right? Got it. That ate a little bit of time.
Who's that?
Do I have to wait a second for you to... Okay. Okay. I don't know why, my thumb or my finger accidentally unequipped the weapon. That was on accident.
Who's that?
Again, don't reset. It's not worth it.
What was that noise? Who's that?
Okay. Right, the first guard drops.
What was that noise? Who's that?
I got a better idea.
Who's that?
You know, if Snake would target properly. Snake would just target properly.
What was that noise?
Oh, come on. I had the right idea. Although I could have gone around. Could have gone around.
What was that noise?
Oh, I didn't think he would catch that one. Come on. I didn't think he would catch that one.
What was that noise?
Might have wasted a few bullets. Might have wasted a few extra bullets, but... Okay. Ooh, this one. This one.
What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
Oh, so close. Almost had it. Almost had it.
What was that noise? What was that noise? Who's that?
That could have just been a lot better. It could have been a lot better, so I'm not bothering.
What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
7 bullets. Okay. My routing is not necessarily different.
Who's that?
Too close. My routing's not different. I just need to make sure to grab the bullets. Actually, maybe I should change my routing. Maybe I should. Oh, the camera! That's right.
What was that noise?
changed it ever so slightly. Complete all VR missions, or VR
Great
training.
job, Snake.
How? Technical demonstration? What, is it gonna... Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Three minutes and 30 seconds. That was quick. Damn. These are the developer times, basically. How did they handle stage 10? Oh, duh. I forgot you can move and shoot at the same time. How do you pull that off? Oh, and you can aim down. How do you move and shoot at the same time? I forgot you can do that. I forgot you can move and shoot. Hold X while holding down square. Thank you. Thank you. That's been my problem. Oh, that's gonna be it's gonna be tricky. But yeah, thank you. I am not used to... I'm not used to this. I almost wish it was like R2 or something. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I keep forgetting that I can do that.
Who's that?
You know what? Some of these might require... That's not... Damn it. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, Chrono Gear. I am playing Retro Achievements. I beat the game yesterday, and after I try to do VR training, I plan to go back and do some boss stuff. Try to get some miscellaneous achievements. Just go right in. They just go right in. I can figure you have played Metal Gear Solid before, but how much of this game have you done? Like, have you ever attempted Big Boss rank? I thought I was doing good, but no, I forgot about you can move and shoot at the same time.
Who's that?
You're also on RA? Sweet.
Who's that?
Done a lot of the Metal Gear Solid sets, other than Peace Walker and Acid. Nice. This is just a kind of a small Metal Gear marathon. I did the MSX games, the NES's, and the plan is this one and VR missions. And then I'll take a break before I do Solid 2.
Who's that?
How does he do it? I think I know how, but...
Who's that?
but I don't actually own any of the PSP games.
Who's that?
And when I was playing through the 2 MSX games, I was playing through Solid 3. Okay, so that could have been done a lot better. That could have been done a lot better.
Who's that?
So,
Who's that?
sorry, the retro achievement sets for Metal Gear stuff you've done. You've done all the Solid games, 1 through 3. So it's really just the PSP ones that you haven't done yet. Have you done Ghost Babel, by any chance? I always have trouble with this one.
What was that noise?
Who's that?
Snake, stop trying to crawl. Done Portable Ops and Ghost Babel. Very nice.
Who's that?
Yeah. Too bad Ghost Babel, the only way to get it officially is the original cartridge.
Who's that?
Which, I'm pretty sure that cartridge is still very spendy. I really hope the second Master Collection has it.
Who's that?
That's what I really gotta hope for, then.
Who's that?
See, like, it's very difficult to aim and shoot like that. What do you think will be on the second Master Collection? Do you... Okay. Because I'm thinking 4 for sure, and Peace Walker. After that, it's kind of guesswork, because I don't know if they would put 5.
Who's that?
I don't know if they would put 5 on there. So, in that case, I think they just put in, like, all the other side games. So, I would think it would be Ghost Babel, Portable Ops,
Who's that?
and the 2 Acid games, just to fill out the list.
What was that noise?
I feel like this one's just really annoying. I don't know what I can really do about it.
Who's that?
So why do I feel like I just didn't get a good time on that first one? God. The fact that I have to do a survival. I thought I was done. Is it worth getting the bullets every time?
What was that noise?
I think it's probably worth getting the bullets every time. I think you kind of need every bullet. Wait, is my time being kept every time I continue?
Who's that?
It is being kept. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize my time was being kept. Oh no. This one's gonna be tough. This is actually gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna give this a few tries, but then move on to boss challenges.
What was that noise? Who's that?
Okay. At what point do I need to just say, hey, I need to just restart the whole thing instead of going for a continue? At what point can I go for a continue versus forcing to reset? Like 2 failures? I don't know. Oh, that wasted too much time too. No, we'll do that again.
What was that noise? Who's that?
I was just screwing up that entire time. I could do that one better. I hate that it brings me all the way over here instead. Probably be faster to hit continue and then reset.
What was that noise?
That was a waste.
What was that noise? Who's that?
Yeah, I think I just want to give this a few more attempts, and then I'll just do some boss challenges to get some achievements. Maybe we'll start a second playthrough. I doubt it, though. I doubt I will. Ah, dang it. Honestly, I hate that it just keeps my time. But I think at this point it's like, oh, you're so good, do it all in one go, you know? I get it. I just think some of these spots are really annoying, actually. Oh, come on. Okay, I know what I can do. I know exactly how to make that work. I'm not good enough to just run up and do it. I'm not that good. I mean, I feel like I could do it if they were not in the center. Stand here. There we go.
What was that noise?
I feel like I thought I got all 3. Never mind.